What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today, queens, as you guys can see, we have Mr. Alan.
Hola, hola. It's been a while, bitch.
Yeah, like a
Since
year.
pregnant.
Remember we did the comiendo con nosotros?
Before I got surgery.
Yeah, before you got
Dude,
surgery.
it's
Yeah,
been our
guys.
first video, I think, in like 11 months.
Yeah, vlogs. That's different, girl.
That's different because it's like you're just kicking it. But it's like down video is like a production.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah. So today, oh, she just shit.
Oh, she's Why are you eating her shit? Oh my god, she just looked at me and that bitch kisses me like that.
Anyway, so today we're gonna be doing a glam video, but Alan's gonna be doing my glam today for the very first time ever.
You guys, yo ando un poquito nervioso because
Are you, like,
I'm genuinely nervous. You know what's so funny? I had glammed my best friend for her baby shower, and Annette freaking replied to that like DM, and she's like, "Oh, glammy, I thought you were playing a trick on me." Yeah, like okay,
Like you thought it was one of those things where like you just say it just to say it.
You know what's crazy? I've always wanted a glammy.
Really?
That sounds weird, no? Like it's like when I started getting back into like glamming, I was like, oh, I want a glaminette, I want a glaminette. But like you know how to glam yourself so good that I'm like, no, like I can't fucking do her glam.
But I told him, I was like, don't worry about it, because I literally haven't even glammed myself like good since like when I was pregnant.
Since
so
a year ago?
Yeah, probably.
But I feel like even then when you get like mini glam, like you look so good, like you know how to beat your face.
But I want like a glam, you know? So that's what we're gonna be doing today. And you're actually really good.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm very like 2016 makeup though when I do
But I
everything.
love that.
Okay, perfect. Then you're the client.
It's like 2016, but like modern.
Like with some like tricks of like today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, y también mientras que estamos maquillando a Annette, ella les preguntó en su Instagram to like ask her questions about us y todo eso. So también va a haber chisme, amiga.
And there's good questions, and you know what? Dude, I was looking at them and I was like, fuck, I think I'm gonna like answer like juicy
like the
questions.
juicy ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited.
I'm so nervous.
I'm excited. Okay, so we're gonna start off then. Okay.
Okay, wait. So should I take this off?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take off the
wig.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm on top.
Because girl, I don't have it glued on.
Oh, you could see it. All the lace. But I think I would get.
What?
It's all bald cap. Oh no, you have. Oh, leave it like that. So your hair's out of the way.
Yeah, girl. I was like, I don't feel like doing my hair today.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I first start off. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead.
The start by.
I don't know what I'm gonna go ahead and do, huh? Okay, vamos a agarrar su seco. You guys, this feels so weird. Okay, let's start with this eyebrow, maybe. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll fucking chokehold. I feel like brows are the most important thing to the face, bitch. Okay, wait. So, you can feel my shake, you know. It's because it was my dream, you guys. I'm like, I have a dream. Well, not like that. Tampoco like no perder el sueño. Like, oh my god, I hope one day I get a glam. But like every time I would see you glam yourself, I'm like, oh, I want to glam her. But just like for funsies.
Big eyeballs.
You know what's so crazy about brows? I actually don't fill them in until the end. Only if they need it. Yeah.
You're like, only if my clients need it.
Also, you guys, quiero que sepan una cosa. Vamos a usar todo mi maquillation. We are using all my makeup because, I don't know, for some reason we didn't really think this through, huh?
No,
like, it's I got here. I feel like you thought, like, oh, he has a lot of makeup.
Dude, no, dude, you know what's funny? I got here and I was like,
was I supposed to bring my makeup?
LOL.
And you know what's so funny? Last night I was gonna text you to just bring your foundation, but I was like, no, I think she knows. Like, I think she got this.
Yeah, no, I have.
Pero se le pasó.
By the way, you guys, we had a little treat before this. Baby boy is with dad today, so I was like, all right.
So hoy tiene la tarde
bye,
free, amigas.
Yeah, I was like, bye.
Like, okay.
Have fun.
I gotta enjoy myself.
Literally.
No, but I feel like lo necesitas, cause like I mean, toda la semana.
No, and the good thing is that Isaac's really not the type of guy to be like, oh no, you can't. Like
Yeah.
he can't.
Like, he's like,
Like
you
he
need to
actually
be-
texted me because I was all excited to like be driving my car, and I think he felt bad, and he texted me. He was like, "If you ever have to just even go on a drive, you know, like just let me know." And I was just like, "Oh well, thank
It's
you."
because
I was
that's
like,
my
"All right,
style is home. You're like, actually, thank you so much for telling me. And I need to go.
bye." Literally, you said road trip.
Not the road trip. I was like, Vegas trip then?
Let me go ahead and pull up the questions.
Were they like good ass questions?
Yeah, there's some good ass questions
Okay.
that you know.
We haven't like.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's gonna look
Little Tate.
a little cheating moment. Honestly, guys, it's a tip. Just a tip. Okay, first question, and then we're going in with our first color.
Okay, so this first question isn't really like juicy, like tea or anything, but it's how do you heal from a really toxic ex? So I chose this question specifically because Alan has been with me through some fucked up shit, dude. Like fucked up shit. I saw this question this morning and I was like, dude, like I kind of had a little flashback moment and I was like, that's fucking crazy, dude. You have pictures of me.
Like when you're all escondida vibe?
Yeah.
Because, dude, no, you've gone through some crazy ass shit, low key.
I think there was even a point where we didn't even talk or like see each other and stuff, and it wasn't like we had like beef or anything, but it was just I was literally going through like such a toxic relationship that like
It even became a problem hanging out.
I couldn't do shit like at all, and that shit was crazy. I remember one day I came to his house. Remember when we were in your room and I was sitting there? I think that's when I like broke up with him, or I was getting close to breaking up.
You were getting to the breaking point.
Yeah. But anyway, so how do you heal from a toxic ex? You've never really had a toxic ex.
That's more of you question,
right?
but I do want to say something after. So you say it.
Honestly, like it sounds harsh, but it's honestly the reality. You really just have to get to a point where like you really are genuinely mentally ready to just like disconnect from that person, you know? And if that person is like physical or like, you know, like abusive like that and you're scared to leave, honestly, I would just get the cops involved like right away, because giving it like another opportunity to like
Get crazier,
it will get crazier.
and it's just putting your life at risk. too, at that point.
Yeah, like trust me, girl, I've been in abusive relationships and like they don't get better, like they only get worse, and then like cheating gets involved, and then it's just like,
And it just becomes routine.
yeah,
literally.
it really does. So the breakup, I mean, it sucks. Like any breakup sucks, I feel. You just kind of need time to heal and have friends there for you and stuff. And if you don't have friends, get a puppy or something. Or get a cat or
Just buy a
something.
friend or some
buy a
shit.
friend, you know?
You know what's so crazy? Como ella dice, I've never gone through like a healing from a toxic ex because I've had to hear things before.
He's like, I'm with my toxic ex.
Literally, I'm with my toxico, literally. I'm like, how do you leave up? Just get it out. But it's more like I've never had like, breakup kind of. But living not one, but two toxic relationships with Annette as, her friend, and like literally living it with her. Una de las cosas que yo sí les puedo decir a ustedes y que yo le decía mucho a mi amiga, because there would be times donde pasaban cosas y como cualquier persona, perdonas.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would seem crazy, like, wow, perdonaste eso, like, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Pero una de las cosas que yo siempre le decía a Annette, because she would always be like, dude, I feel dumb, going back. Y una de las cosas que yo siempre te decía, güey, no te sientas así, tú lo vas a mandar a la verga cuando tú estés lista. And you know what I mean? Like, to me, it was like a matter of time, because like, all those two relationships were super toxic to her, y la miraba más sufrir que más estar feliz. So, pero al fin del día, it's like, hasta que uno esté listo de salirse de esa relación, se va a salir. And I'm so glad you got out of those relationships,
Yeah, girl, me too. And it's crazy now that I'm in this relationship with Isaac, like, it's like night and day, dude. Like, it's so
different.
It's so different that it's like, I almost trip out on the fact that I was, even in those other relationships,
Like it almost makes you feel like, damn, why the fuck me conformé con esto?
Right.
Cuando podía tener algo mejor.
1,000%. But you know what? I feel like when we're that young, especially as women, we're like desperate for love, I mean, I'm sure there's men too. Maybe that's like from traumas and shit, like family shit. I don't know, but you know, that was my situation. I'm just a really like, I'm a relationship type of person. Like, and I've really always been like that. Like, I love to be in relationships, but since I'm like that, or since I was like that, that got me into a lot of toxic relationships because I would literally get with fucking dirt. Literally,
you
skunk.
pick up basura.
Yeah, and I would be okay with
Being
it.
doing community service.
Yeah,
trash at the beach.
bitch,
Literally. See, like, you know what I think it is too? Yo pienso que, como dices tú, es la edad.
Yeah.
I feel like when you had these very toxic relationships, you were so young and
I was freshly moved out.
I think that was also one of the big things because I feel like it started getting even more toxic when like we weren't even hanging out as much. Like, you know, when we moved separated from each other. Because there was a time where we would always be together, nunca estaba sola.
Right.
And I feel like maybe that's what it was. Like, you didn't like being alone y por eso acertabas mucho. And it was so hard for you to fight guys, especially with who you are online. You know what I mean? Some of the guys just like you.
And that was way back, dude. That shit's crazy.
This is 2016.
Yeah, dude. Literally.
That is crazy, dude, to think of that. Like, y ver lo que ya es tu vida, I'm like, wow, qué bueno que encontró la felicidad en mí.
So I think that's for sure, like, one thing that's super important for you guys to always remember, that, like, your life doesn't need to end with a toxic relationship. And I don't mean that literally, like suicidal stuff. I don't mean that. I mean in the sense of, like, don't think that you don't have a future ahead of you without that person. You know what I mean?
And that's not it. Va a haber más hombres que a lo mejor te van a tratar peor, pero it's going to take a couple to where you're going to find the right guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's trial and error.
It really is trial and error. Like, you have to learn, like, what you do tolerate, what you're down for, what, you know, like, your interests as well. You know, it's just, life is about learning, you know, unfortunately. And you have to go, I personally believe that you have to go through the heartbreaks and stuff to really
appreciate when you are in a good space.
Right.
Because you know what I think it is? Yo pienso que también una de las razones why you tolerated so much was because when you were so young, this whole dating thing is like something so brand new, especially when it becomes like dating as an adult.
Right.
Because I feel like dating as chamaquillos nada que ver, you know?
Right.
So I feel like maybe you thought that that's how a real relationship is y lo tolerabas.
Yeah.
And so you're like, no, chinga su madre, a mí me vas a valorar or get out.
Yeah, fuck that shit, bitch.
Literally.
Fuck that.
You guys, I feel like I'm doing a good job.
Thank you.
I think to me what stresses me out more is the eyes. Ya después de eso siento como que I got this shit.
Okay, so this question says, will you ever let Alan babysit baby E? Honestly, not because I don't want you to, but girl, I feel bad. Like, I would not set you up like that.
You know what's funny? It's funny that you mentioned that because I wouldn't. No, I actually just had this comment because this also got brought up with my sister because, you know,
yeah.
And I literally told my sister straight up, I was like, I'm going to be honest, I can't do babysitting until they're like 3 years old at least.
Yes.
Donde puedan caminar, donde puedan platicar, because, wait, si yo cuidándome a mí mismo me estreso, ahora imagínate un chamaco.
Girl, you guys saw how he was panicking to hold baby E? Girl, he was panicking. If you were to, like, be with him now, dude, he's so freaking strong.
I think he'd drive me crazy.
And he throws fits now, dude. Like, he's actually, like... He got attitude, girl.
But he's
like, he does. Yes.
We're all justifying all his
cute
bad
little
behavior.
angry baby. Yes.
I mean, but it's okay.
Sure. Yeah. But
I feel like it has to be when he's like, ya más grandecito. Because I don't even know how to. Well, like, honestly, like, obviamente si tienes una emergencia, okay, déjamelo.
Right, yeah.
And like, it has to be like last resort.
Yeah. You're like, you gotta be dying, bitch.
Like, no, but I feel like I'd be able to do it, but I literally would. I don't know, like, I'd be stressed, especially this little.
It's a lot, yeah.
Te miro a ti, like, when I go over you guys, la miro, and I'm like, oh my god, like, when did this
like,
bitch learn this?
Yeah, dude, and you know what he loves to do now?
What?
Pull hair. Bitch, I'm already balding as it is. And, like, dude, baby grip, dude, they're so strong. Like, I don't know how the hell they're that strong, but, like, he be actually yanking my hair out. And then I look at his hand, hoping that there's no hair, and
it's all like the hair.
It's a clump. It's literally like a clump.
So you're losing more hair because of him, not because postpartum?
No. It's both, but he for sure does not help, dude.
He contributes.
At all. Yeah, he does. 1,000%.
How do you feel? Have you talked about hair loss?
Not really, because I kind of like barely started to accept that I'm going through postpartum hair loss. But yeah, I'm going through postpartum hair loss, you guys, and It's a lot. Like it.
Pero sí, pobrecita mi amiga, andamos en lo mismo y tú y yo.
Yeah, I texted him and I was like, "Hey, don't feel bad, friend. Like I'm losing hair too."
I'm like, we're hair loss sisters.
Like, literally. And then when you start to see it more, like every time you're like,
You're like, fuck, I'm bald.
Okay,
You're like, I have no hair now.
It's all one
Me
straight.
trying to avoid the phone. Hey, no, because tell me why. I told Annette the other day when she told me about it, I was like, oh my god, do you already have bald spots? Porque yo tengo en unos lugares menos pelo que el otro. And she's like, honestly, I don't even want to check. I don't want to get stressed out. Así le va a pasar por not checking. She's gonna realize it cuando ya no tenga ni pelo.
Literally, bitch. Literally.
But that's crazy, dude.
But I've been thinking about like, okay, maybe I should just cut my hair and dye it.
I mean, you can wear wigs. I feel like for you, it's like
Yeah. I want to cut it though because like I feel like it's already getting like stringy at the end. And also because like Baby E, like it's too accessible for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I have my hair down, like I can't have my hair down. Like
Isn't
that's
that
not
crazy? Like as a mom, like
the changes you
yeah,
make, yeah.
like you. Like obviamente antes te gustaba andar con extensions, toda like that. Now it's like no, aunque me guste no puedo.
I cannot wear extensions for shit, dude. Even with the wigs, like I've been wearing them, but I don't glue them in or anything like that because I'm like, no, that shit's gonna come off like nothing.
You're like, fuck it.
So, do you think I should cut my hair and like just
Like
not
a
dye
bob?
it?
I think you. I mean, I feel like you would rock if you cut it.
But like, do you think dyeing it is stupid?
What color? I
Like
feel
knowing that
dyeing
I'm going through
yeah,
the post.
that's what I'm saying.
But in my head, I'm like, well, I'm gonna lose it anyway.
Yeah, but then you'll just lose it faster.
True, that's true.
I'm like, girl, that's what I was thinking, porque mucha gente siempre me anda atacando de que, Alan, ya cámbiate ese pinche peinado. You've had it for more than 15 years, which, by the way, it's been 15 years.
Shut up.
I've had this hair since I was 10, like this hairstyle.
Alin,
Like,
Alin, cámbiate.
no, but this is my reasoning. Look. When I started losing weight, I was like, oh my god, I'm looking so different. Like, I think the hair gotta go now.
Yeah.
But when I started losing it too fast, I started thinking like, fuck, even though I want it, because I already have I'm gonna get a perm. I already have the person that's gonna do my perm. I just haven't booked it because I'm like, no, bitch, like when they do a perm, I'm sure it's
No,
chemical,
that shit's
and
gonna-
that shit,
yeah.
en vez de perm, voy a quedar pelón. Like,
Dude, he's gonna reveal your hair.
it's all for sure a new hairstyle.
It's all one little
You're
curl.
like starting from zero, literally. But that's what I think. I feel like if you do anything with chemicals to your hair, you're just gonna lose it.
Yeah,
fast.
that's true.
I'd rather lose it gradually to like be depressed gradually than like get
Just like full shebang. Yeah.
Amigas, un confesional aquí, ¿eh? Yo nunca dije que soy makeup artist, porque luego van a empezar, ay, qué feo maquilla, Alan, cállense.
Yo nomás soy un vato que le gusta maquillarse y ya.
So, si no sale igual de bomb como ella normalmente se lo hacen, ya saben por qué, porque yo nunca dije que soy un makeup artist.
Soy un makeup lover. Ah, how cheesy.
So this is a good question.
Okay, go.
It says, what is one of your pet peeves you guys have of each other? By the way, love you guys. We love you.
You're
like, okay, so
by the way, I'm gonna make you guys fight, but literally, huh?
I feel like I know what your pet peeve is.
Go, you say yours.
That I'm late.
Wait, that like you think that's my pet peeve?
Yeah.
You're actually not as late. You know what's? I think that's why I've been able to get along with you like for so long, because
Really? I feel
you're
like
not
I'm
as late as
late.
more people in my life.
I'm normally like at least 30 minutes.
No, but like no, when we pick you up, it's like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
No more than that.
Yeah.
That's why I think I like picking you up.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah, me
like
too.
if I tell you come to me, like uno
Yeah,
nunca sabe
no,
qué hora vas a llegar.
Honestly, for some reason, whenever I have to come to you, there's always a disaster, a fucking hurricane that happens, a fucking tornado comes to my house or something, and like I'm always at least like 30 minutes late, dude. At least.
I don't. You know what's so crazy? I mean, I feel like before one of my pet peeves was the, and I mean I've told you
What?
more of like la cara que no sabes disimular.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
let's say
yeah.
we're out in public, or like if
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
mad at something, like she doesn't know how to hide it.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe like one of
I
those
hella
things.
have that problem.
But I feel like I don't see it. I mean, maybe because like, you don't go out too much, so I
Yeah.
don't see it.
Yeah. No, I'm sure. No, I'm sure you'd still be able to tell.
I mean, I'm sure you do, but I'm saying like I don't
Yeah.
see it as much.
Yeah. We barely see each other.
That's why. Me, literally.
Okay, my pet peeve.
You tell me.
I think I've told you this one before too.
Alright.
When you chew bottle caps.
That's it. Hey, fun fact, actually very.
No fact. Ah,
It's cool.
I don't do that anymore.
Oh, you don't?
No, I retired.
Why? Because Danny gets mad?
No, so I went to the doctor and the doctor like medically told me like, hey, like
That shit was fucking you up.
like what's that thing? I guess there was like pieces of like,
Shut the fuck up.
of the plastic like getting stuck to my teeth. Just kidding.
Oh my god. Dude, Irma was even
No, I just had. Irma was like, when the fuck did you go to the doctor?
Dude, that even sounded to me too. I was like, when?
Like, we never go. No, I just stopped though because, well, I don't drink from water bottles no more. After surgery,
you stand-
I hate it. I hate drinking
Really?
from water bottles.
Why?
Yeah, because it's a weird thing. Like, I feel like when you drink from a straw, especially after surgery, you feel everything. Like, anything that goes into your stomach, you feel it hit your stomach after surgery, right? So for me, when I drink water through a straw, the reason why I love it more is because the same way you suck it through a straw, like a little chorrillo, like
It barely goes.
It goes like that. It hits your stomach like that, like a little fresh chorro, like a
And you
little.
would chug the water.
Like, yeah, like if it were to be like a little rainfall, like
Yeah.
as opposed to with water, like so much gets in your mouth that it literally just boom,
Yeah.
like slog.
Like it hits hard.
It hits harder.
Yeah.
So, and we also don't buy water bottles no more. We switched to being
Stanley.
more, to be more,
Stanley. No,
just like the garrafón.
The
What is that more like?
gallon?
Yeah, like now we just buy the galones of water.
I checked in on baby E.
How's he doing?
He's snoring.
Oh, good. Keep snoring.
Keep snoring your little heart out.
Literally. Okay, that looks really good, low key.
Wow.
I like the darkness of that. I'm a little happy with it.
Just a little happy. It's funny how like Alan's so good at doing like the little comments in the background.
Who?
Your little commentary. You.
I think
like,
I'm
your
just like,
TikToks
you know what it
and
is? I think I just like talk a lot, and I have that power too because I feel like I like don't let other people talk sometimes, or like I'll talk over people. I think that is that not a pet peeve? Like I feel like I do that a lot.
No, you know what? I always notice people comment that.
Yeah.
But I've never like feel that way with you.
Like I'm very like, and sometimes like I'll see it. I'm like,
You
oh
know
my God,
why
I can't
though?
stop
I think
you.
we balance out each other because I don't talk that much. Do you know
So
what I
it's
mean?
like you're like, yo, just comment in, like,
Yeah, like I'm that person that's like, oh, yeah, or like, damn, really?
damn, really shut up.
No, it's because sometimes like I don't really like. Not that I don't know what to say, but I feel like if I interrupt, like I'm not gonna get the full story.
So yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like I'm gonna shut up until you tell me everything,
And then you're like, okay, that was my
yeah,
And I have a bad habit of like, let's say Annette will be telling me her story,
Yeah.
and like I like to comment. You know what my thing is?
Yeah.
I like to like comment and make it like prolonged.
Right.
So like if you'll be like,
It's longer
yeah,
cheese.
this happened.
Yeah.
But how do?
Yeah.
Tell.
But you know what? I like that though because I like to tell like details of
Yeah,
stories.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know that he'll get the details out of me that I don't even remember. Until you bring it up.
I'm
So-
more of that. So like I'll comment
Yeah.
and I'll be like, oh my God, Dad, yes. Do you remember when this or that?
Yeah.
And then it just becomes a fucking other combo.
That's so funny.
And then I'll always have to be like, hey, what were we even talking about in the beginning?
Literally, half the time we never even remember.
Alright, amigas, we're gonna start with hydration for the face. Y yo siempre uso esta, amiga. Sí, está rete cara, but I feel like it's definitely worth it because I've tried cheap alternatives and none moisturize me the same. What do you use for moisturizer?
I use
Drunk Elephant, huh?
no, not anymore. I started to use you remember that old school
Oh, and the tube?
the oil tube?
Yeah, it's blue and white.
Blue and white.
What is it called?
I don't remember.
And it's at Target, huh?
Yeah.
And it's like everybody would make it seem like, wow, this is the best in the
Yeah,
business. Like, and it is pretty good.
It is good. It's just very like overly hydrating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like
Because
that.
you're oily.
Yeah. And then I also use what is it? Clinique, like a hydration system. That's pretty much it. And then Murad face wash.
I feel like your face is pretty like nice. You have really nice skin.
Dude, remember when it was really bad at one point?
You had really. But even then, like when you would glam, it wouldn't look. It would never look like you had acne. Like
I was actually good at doing
at
that.
blending and everything. I feel like that's why, like, to me, it's like that's why I was always scared to like ask to do your makeup, because it's like you wouldn't make like, you know how to transform yourself in a good way.
Yeah.
And you always know that I love a bitch that knows how to transform herself. Knows how to transform herself. Like, you can be pretty, but then you can be bomb as fuck when you get glam.
Okay, so this question says, did you think your friendship would change once Annette had the baby? Okay, very, very honestly, yes. I did think that having a baby was going to change our friendship, and not necessarily like in a, like,
Bad way.
I wasn't thinking of it like in a bad way, but naturally, sometimes that just fucking happens because, like, I mean, you're at different chapters in your life.
And also, we would party all the, like, a lot of the things were like things that you couldn't do on your pregnancy was things that we would always do together.
Right. Yeah. So I feel like, honestly, in the very beginning of my pregnancy, I feel like the way I thought about motherhood also kind of got in the way, because there was a time where I literally, like, I told you guys shit. I told all of you guys shit, literally. And I don't remember why, but I think I literally told you guys that I felt like left out. Like I felt like my pregnancy was like changing things and stuff. But if I'm being really honest with you, it's kind of like what you just said right now. Like, we're living just different lives, and like, I mean, why the fuck would their life stop because I'm pregnant?
And I also do feel like at the beginning, like maybe now that you explain it, man, I was off having a therapy session.
Right.
But let me zoom out. Like, so you can see. You said like at the beginning you would let it get to you, so I feel like you would also te sentía yo más alejada.
Yeah.
Like, it was very like distant, but it was always very like, why, until like that one time you called us out? Because even when you did call us out, I had combos with them like, Annette feels distant.
Yeah.
Like, why has she not been like?
But you know what
you know
my
what I mean?
problem is? Even now, but I think more when I was pregnant, because like everyone was, not even just everyone, because I take accountability for that as well, but I feel like, not you guys, but everyone was just kind of like, your life's gonna change, and like this and this and that,
like,
and like your life is over now, like you can't this, you can't that, like you're gonna lose friends and stuff, like even on social media, that's everything everyone would say, you know? So I feel like I also like kind of went into the pregnancy like already thinking that and having that mindset of just like, oh, my friends are gonna like stop giving a fuck about me, like my shit's gonna change. And I mean, you're also fucking hormonal as fuck, and it is a really big transition. Like, I even went to the fucking Lady Gaga concert, and like I had no type of fun because I was just
already pregnant.
Yeah, I was already pregnant. Like, I just already felt different. Like, I was, pregnant,
And it wasn't like I think at the beginning too, it was hard for you to like accept that you were pregnant because like you didn't look pregnant. You didn't even start having symptoms right away that like you were.
It took a long time.
Yeah.
It took a really, really long time. And I feel like it had just been my birthday and just kind of like, I don't know. Like, I think it just hit me hard. It hit me hard, And
I feel like for me, like on my end too, if I'm being very honest, like había muchas veces donde sí me sentía culpable, not just with you, but with everybody in my life, because like there was, even now, you got pregnant kind of around the same time, you had your baby, as almost the same time that I got my surgery. Like we all, like my journey of my weight loss surgery, like started about the same, you were already pregnant. When did you give birth? Exactly.
May 20th.
Oh, so you were already pregnant though? You were what, like?
Yeah, I was already
wait, it was your gender reveal. I literally had my surgery a day after your gender reveal. And I remember when I started on my journey, like even the whole month I was so excluded. We didn't even see each other because I was recovering. And then after that, it just became like I was on my journey, on my shit, like doing my shit. And now that like, I'm still on my journey, but I'm not really like,
it's not like super like fresh.
Like now, like a thing with me where I'm trying to balance my life, not just even my friendships, but even my family life, because like hasta yo me siento muy distante de mi propia mamá, de mi hermana, like I barely see them too. I feel like right now, because since I'm living my best life in the sense of like I look the best, I feel the best, quiero estar everywhere. Everywhere where I used to be so embarrassed of going because of how you look. Remember how I wouldn't go to the events because I was like, I never would find shit? Like now I want to say everything, so now where I'm like, no, I want to, I want to slow down. Even, yesterday we made the decision that we're having a Halloween party this year, but it's only going to be like real
like
friends.
intimate?
Yeah, like intimate, like in the house.
Yeah,
Like we're not, literally.
You're gonna decorate and everything?
Yeah, I mean, we're still going to get people to dance. It's still going to be iconic, but it's going to be more like, for the people that actually fuck with me, for the people that I'm actually with, instead of just like everyone I know online that's just gonna go to get fucked up y ya.
Yeah.
Y se van a su casa y se los olvidó que existo. You know
Literally,
what I mean? Literally.
yeah.
So I think it definitely was like when you got pregnant, like we were both on different chapters of our life, and I feel like we both felt like, oh, why is she being distant? You probably felt like, why are they being distant?
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
And I'm the type of person where like if I feel like there's distance or like if I get too stuck in my thoughts, I distance myself.
Even more, even harder, yeah.
And when I do that, like I do it hard.
Yeah.
Like hard.
And I know that about you because I'll be like, when we've gone through like our moments where we become a little distant, which I feel like is very normal, you guys. También en relaciones, when we had those moments in our life where we did, it was very much just a lack of communication.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you feel some type of way and I'm feeling like, oh, why is she this? Or they feel like there's like communicating.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when we did this, we were like, no, like, why do you
But
feel
you
like
know
that?
what though? At least with the whole pregnancy thing, since I was very hormonal, I feel like it gave me balls to say
To say it. Yeah.
Because normally, like, we just won't say anything.
And you know what was so different though this time that we got distant? Because I mean, we've gotten distant maybe like 2 other times in our whole friendship, but only like for like a month, like maybe like no talking whatsoever, or like 2, maybe like the most was like 2, no?
Yeah.
Like 2 months, no communication.
When was the other time? The first time it was at the apartments.
So I feel like the thing that was different this time though was because the first 2 times we've ever gotten like distance, I knew it was because, her exes. Like it would get to the point where like
They were that toxic.
Y pues I was becoming a, obviously an issue, you know what I mean? Like a voice in her head trying to make her, realize que pues se valore más, I guess. I'm sure that's how they felt.
Right. And not only that, but the friendship that we've always had is that they hype me the fuck up.
Yes.
Like they hype me the fuck up and my exes hated that shit.
Yes, and to me it's like I hype her up because I know she's a bad bitch, I know she's independent. So yo siempre cuando ella estaba pasando por cosas así, I would always be like, amiga, don't forget who the fuck you are, don't forget what the fuck you've done and you've created for yourself. Que no dejes que un pinche vato venga y arruine todo eso por ti. So I feel like what was different this time was because the other 2 times I'm like, oh, she's gonna get over it. Like it's guy stuff. Like she's just, it's nothing personal.
Right.
This last time when you were pregnant, I would think about it because I'm like, I don't want my friend to think it's because she's pregnant.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want her to think that like, oh, they're not talking because estoy embarazada, which it was never the case. It was more like I said, maybe like it
just
was
kind of
the way you explained it.
Everything, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I did think that our friendship was gonna change, but the good thing is that we talked about it, and I mean we've been friends for such a long time already that I feel like we kind of already have that that bond, I don't know how to explain.
I also do think it comes with maturity because I feel like maybe if you would have been 25, pregnant, and if I would have been 18, 20, like even 21, I would have been very like, whoa, girl, like maybe like not like, you know what I mean? I would have been, but to me, it's also like our time, like I party, but it's like, I have an actual friendship with you. I have I have friends that are pregnant and it's like, no, like there's ways to like still be friends without it always being like, being a drunk mess, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or going out partying.
1,000%.
And I feel like I'm also like, I was telling Danny, like this is also a combo that I'll have with Danny. Like I'm at an age where I feel like 25 is such like a crucial age where you start feeling like, oh shit, like people around us are starting to do their families, and me and Danny are different because like we're both gay guys, like we don't want kids at the moment, and because we can't naturally have them, you know what I mean? Like that's the real fact. Like I feel like maybe if I were to be able to have a kid naturally, like maybe if I would have gotten pregnant, like I would have had a baby,
Imagine if we would have been pregnant.
Imagine something that's never gonna happen. But when I was going with that, I feel like it also has to do with cycles of my life where I'm like, like my friends are getting pregnant. They're making their forever family. They're building their forever family. And I'm proud of that because I don't know if I'll be able to have that, and it sucks because it's like, you're going to get old y aunque sea tú vas a tener a un bebé que te cuide because you nurtured this baby from the start, and I'm not going to have that, you know what I mean? Because it's like, and that's why I think it makes me happy for my friends because it's like, they're
kind of living.
Yes, they're in it. And I told them that like the last time we talked, I was like, friend, like, I know it's hard for you like to sometimes not feel left out. Like, you know, you always see me partying, you always see me doing this, doing that. And maybe there's times where you feel left out, but don't worry, like, todo eso se te va a recompensar. Like, that is all going to be worth it at the end, because maybe in 20 years, you're going to have your family, your kids are going to be taking care of you. Like, you're going to be having a family. Y pues maybe I'll feel left out then because like I'll have no one to take care of me. Or like,
you're surrogate.
Oh, I know, it really is like that. I think it's like maturity, like where it's like, no, I can't lose a friend, or like I can't like push my friends to the side just because they're creating their forever family and I'm not, you know? But you were like our last ever friends, like
that like got pregnant.
That we would do this madre, but
yeah.
But I feel like it came in a perfect time to where it was like, no, like yeah, it's tiempo.
And it's crazy because I don't even like, I wouldn't even party like that, but I kind of would.
Yeah, no, you would. What I mean too, it's like the more of like, you know, just going to your house, doing whatever.
Right, just chilling.
Like,
which in reality, we would really do that anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, well, like, oh, let's agarrarnos.
Yeah.
Things change and I would plan. And I tell Annette, like, no te sientas culpable. Like,
we just have to plan shit.
Yeah, like now it's like plan. Yeah.
But I think that's easier too for you because you're hella busy.
Yeah, no, dude, literally, like, I kid you not, when we do hang out and with Annette, we'll be on a call, I'm like, okay, let me get my agenda. Literally my agenda is like everything. Like,
he's like, can you do Sunday? Can you do this day?
And then anytime I do have a day, I'll hit her up and I'll be like, hey, Mia, what are you doing this day? I'm like, you want to hang out?
Literally.
I have nothing. I needed a rest, but do you want to get out?
He's like, are you busy? I'm like, girl, busy doing what?
You're like, just
I'm like,
fucking
I'm
raising a
being
baby.
Mom, literally.
Hey, but that does keep you busy, dude.
Fuck yeah. But I mean in the sense of like going out, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you're like, just come over.
Yeah.
Also, to go back to that question, I feel like our friendship has changed, but not in a bad way.
No.
La miro con otros ojos in the sense of like, and I'm not saying this any different, like I feel like since you were like mine and Danny's like not puta friend, but like putería friend, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, y como tú no, siempre decías que no querías bebés, like it was like, you know, seeing you how different you are now and seeing you how loving you are and seeing you going through this change in your life, like me hace mirarte hasta más diferente. Like, it makes you like, I don't know, te me haces hasta más fuerte, dude. And it's okay, you guys, and that's fine. I feel like with friendships, you know, everybody goes at their pace.
If it's a true friendship, it'll last.
And you'll make time and you'll adjust to the new situations because, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like now it's also different too because I feel like I'm happy that you got pregnant with the right person.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, maybe
and they're also friends.
Yeah, like I know him, so it's like, it's not like weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not weird at all. And dude, and it makes me so happy that Isaac's really not the type to be like, well, he's not toxic.
Yeah,
He's genuinely not toxic.
It's just
like,
more like
at all. Like if anything, I'm the toxic one.
like letting ice the bones.
Yeah, literally. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, he's really not toxic. So I feel like that kind of just helps everything. You're like,
I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. You guys, miren qué perro se mira. Entré con nervios y ahora sí estoy saliendo, mira, sintiéndome como pinche Makeup by Mario. Okay, my question is for you. Obviamente, you know, por mucho tiempo you weren't showing Isaac, and even saying his name out loud sounds fucking weird.
Sometimes I even like stutter. I'm like, oh.
How do you feel now that like you shared that, like that you don't have that, like, oh, okay, I don't have to hide my man no more?
I mean, it feels amazing.
Yeah.
It feels amazing, especially because like I feel like people have this thing where like if I say I don't want to show something, like they're way more anal about seeing it. Do you know what I mean?
Like they probably don't give a fuck, but now that you say you don't want to show it,
right?
They're like, no, I'm gonna see who it is.
So like I felt like there was a point where I wouldn't even want to like go out anywhere with him because like I didn't want people to take pictures and stuff because people are like that.
And then also like in our city, a lot of people know him.
Yeah, a lot. Like
so like even before you were out, people would already be like, oh, I know who you're dating.
Right? Yeah. Like a lot of people actually found out about us dating through him. Because he's a fucking social butterfly, like heart.
Literally.
I mean, it feels good. It feels good for sure. But like, I would be lying if I said that like a part of me kind of regretted showing him like when people were talking shit and stuff. Because to me personally, I don't really care if people talk shit about me and stuff. But since he was so new to like the social media world and stuff, obviously it did hurt me. Because I'm like, I don't know if he's seeing these comments or not, and like
and they
I don't
were
know if
going
they're
crazy
getting
on
to
him.
Yeah, like hella hard. So. That part sucked, and a part of me was like, I should have just never showed him, you know? I mean, he really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
He really don't.
You're all fucking all worried for the thing.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
I think it is good, you know what I mean? it's funny because like he would always be around, but like it's crazy how we were so good at not showing him in vlogs.
I know, dude.
That's
He
what I'm
was
kinda
even
like-
at where was it?
Yeah, he
The
was there.
mansion.
He was at the mansion.
Yeah.
He was at 2 vlogs that they got to see and that they didn't even see him in.
Literally.
And I just, you know what sucks though, you guys? Like, obviously the guy, like, he understands that we weren't showing him or
Yeah.
whatever, but for whatever reason. But it just felt so bad. Whenever we
To,
would
like,
film-
come
yeah.
out, yeah.
I mean, I would still film him just so he
Right.
wouldn't feel left out of the
Right.
party.
Yeah.
But when it came down to edit, I'd be like, chop, chop,
Yeah,
chop,
literally.
chop. But it was fun.
But that, I think that also for me was like the best part of like showing him, because I didn't have to do that anymore. Or like I caught myself not filming at all anymore because like I didn't want him to come out, but I didn't want to be like, move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's rude. It sounds rude, like, oh, get out of the frame. Like, you come out.
Right.
Because for a long time, that's what I dealt with Danny.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, dude, that shit's hard. That shit's draining.
It's hard.
It's really
And I know it sounds all like
dramatic.
like,
Yeah.
okay, then why are you hiding him? It's not even that. It's like, a veces quieres tener algo para ti.
Right.
You
It's
know
just
what I mean?
private. Because, dude, the moment that you publicize something, it's
It's
the
not yours.
public. Yeah, it's not yours. It's the public's as well. And like people throw in their fucking opinions and this and this and that and blah 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 blah. And then people also grow like weird attachments.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how come you haven't shown Isaac, or how come you haven't this? How come like girl?
They start making it weird on girl because
Yeah. Or like one time someone was like, "Wow, you let him drive your car." I'm like,
girl it doesn't have.
yeah, like that's my man.
I'm like, Daddy, you're like, do you not know I'm a passenger princess?
Right, like what the fuck? Like, do you not realize I'm in the back with the baby? Like,
People are weird.
but people like just look into
The fine line.
shit. Yeah.
But just to hate.
Yeah, it's
Literally.
literally just to put their 2 cents in, of course.
But sometimes it's like draining because you're like, if I can avoid it, I will.
It's just
and so I
annoying.
can.
Yeah.
Dude, your makeup looks good, eh? It actually looks really good. It looks. I'm just trying to fix the liner thing, but I'm just hoping that it'll get saved with.
I'm still gonna wear a fucking
Wait,
wig.
like I think I just this liner is bugging me.
Okay, so this question says, will y'all ever vacate together again since you have a baby now? Will it be a family thing or girlies?
I feel like both.
Yeah, I feel like both, honestly. Dude, and this is what I mean. I feel like obviously your life changes once you have a baby, but I feel like it's important for you to not let it change like completely. Obviously, like if you're being a fucking loca and like showing your pussy and stuff, that's a different story. In the sense of like hanging out and like doing stuff and like going out to places, I feel like it shouldn't really affect it. If anything, you want to do it.
You want to do it to give you a
Yeah.
chance. Because you know what's funny? We actually were planning to do a little trip for her birthday. You know, just like Palm Springs, something casual.
like how we normally.
But we ended up not doing it because she just felt like, you know, the baby wasn't ready to like, pues, está muy chiquito.
Yeah.
So yo pienso que todo viene con la edad. Maybe like when he's like, maybe like we'll do like a solo trip maybe when he's 2 years, 3 years. A family trip maybe even next year ya cuando empiece a caminar to where he can enjoy the pool. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because, dude, when we went recently to our friend's trip,
So cute.
baby Alancito loved the pool, dude. I just know baby E will love it
Yeah,
too.
for
I
sure,
mean,
for
I'm
sure.
like, it's so hard here. Baby, love mama, you get it. It's just, do you ever get like that too? Do you ever say it?
Dude, yeah.
Like when you're filming?
Yeah. So it's iconic though, because like Danny edits my videos now, and it's funny because I texted him the other day. I was like, so if baby E ends up coming out, or like if I say his name on accident, you already know to, you know, delete that, delete. Yeah. But it's cool because like obviously I trust Danny, so it's not like I'm working with someone that I don't really like.
And then I also feel like for the most part you're so good at like
cutting that shit
off. Even like
in
even
real life.
me. You know what's so crazy? Because I don't even want to work together. Like I try not even say his name.
Me too.
Because I'm like, no, then it's gonna get a habit.
Yeah.
Y no se me va a salir cuando no quiera.
That's how I am too.
All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do lips, you guys. Como siempre, Morphe lip liner. I love doing lips.
You do?
I do. I
use it
lips. Yeah, lips are my favorite thing to do. Like when it comes to like a makeup.
That's how you were like,
On myself, yes. On other people, sometimes it's hard because I feel like yours is pretty good though. Your lips. But sometimes because when I do like my friends' makeup,
They're like too flat.
They'll think like that my lip combo will look bomb on them, and sometimes it does. But it's like they expect it to look. I'm like, girl,
Like
my lips are luscious.
You're like, I have fillers.
It's also like with like the lip, you know what I mean? Come on, doll lips.
Period.
You might be a little overlapping, but they're good.
No, it's okay.
What's your favorite thing about getting your glam done? Because you usually would get your glam a lot. You used to love getting your glam done, huh?
Yeah, dude, I've been wanting to start doing it again. I just love getting my makeup done by someone else. Like, I love it because it's a different style. You know? And I feel like pictures always look good. I mean, unless you go with that one time, that guy that we got our makeup done with.
Or remember that one time I got my makeup done by myself for your photo shoot? For the birthday photo shoot, and I looked like I had mud all over my face, and you you couldn't even lie to me.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, that one time we also looked like fucking pantosado.
Yeah, we've had a few bad, you know.
It just sucks when it just sucks when you have to go in public.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And you pay $300 for a makeup artist, and their work sucks.
Because they're expensive, dude.
Yeah, you guys, I kid you not, I think that the least I've ever paid for makeup is $150. The most is $400. For makeup.
When he told me he paid for that, I was like, girl.
Yeah. That's why I don't really like getting my makeup done too much, but I know you would get it done.
I would get it done all the time. But I would also do a lot of photo shoots.
Yeah, you would do hella content, so you would make it work.
Okay, guys, so I'm gonna put on my lashes really quick, and then is that the final look?
Yeah, that's the final
So
look.
should I put my wig on it? Okay, so we'll be doing the reveal after this. Okay, you guys, so it's time for the big reveal. Let's see how Alan did. I'm excited. Ready?
Hoy vamos a perrear como se debe. Todo el mundo, everybody, hoy se bebe. Seguimos acá hasta que la vibra se entregue. Escúchate este ritmo pa' que te pegue.
Hoy vamos a perrear como se debe. Por ahí pa' abajo, centro, dentro, baby, hoy se bebe. Toda la bad bitches gírense, mami, voy se breve. Torquéate bien, ponte cuatro si te atreves. Más torquéate bien, más torquéate bien, más torquéate.
Okay, you guys, ¿cómo creen que hice? I think I did a good job.
Yeah, honestly, I would believe that you're like a freelance makeup artist. Like I feel like you could charge like a good $450 for this.
No, honestly, no, I really do feel like midway I got my confidence. I just think at the beginning I was more like, nah, this bitch knows how to glam so bomb that I feel
But
like
dude, you swear like you don't know how to glam bomb.
I don't know, you know, like I love this look. Like ya con el pelo y todo, it looks really
Dude,
good.
it's been way too long since I have had glam like this, and I feel like myself again.
Y espero que te gustó, y espero que les gustó a ustedes, amigas.
Yes, so with that being said, you guys, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please be sure to leave a like, and be sure to follow Alan on everything. His Snapchat, you're mainly on Snapchat.
Yeah.
He vlogs like, girl, he vlogs,
He vlogs too much on there.
on Snap. I need to be like him. With that being said, we love you guys so much, and be sure to check out Alan's video on his channel. We're doing something special.
For my channel, amigas, lo que hicimos is we exchanged wardrobes. O sea, Annette va a usar mi ropa y yo voy a usar la de ella. So si quieren ver este video, vayan a verlo. Ahí le vamos a dejar la link down below.
We love you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.